Hi there, my name is Sarah and I am going to talk to you today. So what happened is that few days ago I posted one advertisement as we launched a new course for the professionals. Now, we received a lot of comments. Most of them were funny and really useful ones. But yes, we received one comment in particular that spoke about fake accent, having an accent, and so on. So I felt that it makes a lot of sense to discuss this point. What is an accent and what is fake? What is global accent? What is neutral accent? And we should be able to identify and be very clear about these things. As a student of the English language, we must address this. So the first question that I want to answer is, why should anyone try to master English? The answer to this is very simple, and that is that we want to understand and be understood. The whole world is speaking in this language, and it makes sense to understand this language. So it makes sense to work hard and practice. It makes sense to master the English language if possible. Number 2 is, what is global English and who are the people who usually speak in the global English? Now, the global English is the English or the simpler English that the whole world can understand, specifically those who are not the natives. They speak in this English. So this is global English. Okay? Now, what is an accent? An accent is a particular way of pronouncing the language, especially influenced by the place. So, that's why we say the American accent or the British accent. Now, in order to develop any accent, a person has to live in that place for a certain amount of time so that his or her language is influenced by that place. That's what an accent is. Okay? So even the social structure, even the social status, all these things influence the way we talk. Now, what is the neutral accent? Not having any accent and pronouncing in a very clear manner, that is the neutral accent. So the neutral accent will be very useful for people who are dealing with people from other countries for the business, or for teachers who are training or teaching students to go and work across the world, anywhere, so that they are able to understand and be understood in a very simple and clear manner. That is what the global English and the neutral accent does, to make sure that everyone is able to work and understand each other in a very simple manner. Most of the times, it becomes very difficult for someone who's not a native to understand a particular word when a native speaks, because the native's language is highly influenced by the accent. What is the solution for all this confusion? Well, in my opinion, I think that mastering the global English and learning no accent or learning the neutral accent, pronouncing each and every word clearly and having the right sounds of the English language is the solution. That's why most of the trainers, if you have noticed, they talk in such a manner that whatever they say can be understood. So if we try to speak in any particular accent. For example, even Indians have an accent. It's not that only Westerners have an accent. Even Indians have an accent. Like, now I'm going to talk to you in the Indian accent. I am saying that Indian accent is not bad. It is just that it is difficult for many people in the world to understand the English accent. It is very difficult for most of the people in the world to understand the Indian accent. Many words that we say in the Indian accent cannot be understood because our d and t and p and b, all the sounds are so difficult. They are so harsh most of the times. So I'm not making any fun of the accent, by the way. I am just trying to establish some sort of difference here. If I speak like this, most of my friends from my country can understand this. However, people from the other countries will have a hard time, I'm telling you, and they will be really bothered with a person who talks like this. This is like some sort of irritation. That's the reason we need to understand the importance of the global English, having an accent which is neutral, which helps everyone to understand us. And there was another point mentioned in that comment, guys, that was related to some inferiority and some inferiority complex. So she said that having an accent, so it was a mistake, I guess, because, you know, there is no accent. This is the neutral accent. And having an accent shows that we Indians are inferior and we are trying to imitate the West. Number one, I will say that it is not wrong to imitate someone who is better than us. We should always be willing to learn from the people, whether they are from the West or they are from the East. Second point that I want to mention here is that I'm not a certified psychologist, and this is related to the language more, less to the complexes. One should certainly feel bad if they are not able to pronounce the words correctly and if they are the students of this wonderful language. Okay, so in that scenario, we must strive, we must work hard to learn the words. We must work hard to understand the right pronunciation so that when we start talking, we shouldn't irritate people with wrong pronunciation. For example, petrol or comfortable or pronunciation. Now, all this is not cool. It's not cool to sound influenced by any language. The global English encourages the accent which is neutral and is not influenced by any region. Whether I talk like this, my car is parked in the garage, or my car is parked in the garage, or my car is parked in the garage. Hey mate, do I understand? My car is parked in the garage. Now all these things are an imitation of some accent which is influenced by some area. Having a global accent or having a neutral accent is wonderful because this is not influenced by any region. And when we speak like this, we can really reach out to almost everyone. That's the best thing about the neutral accent and the global English. So let's keep all the hate aside. That's all for today, guys. I will see you in the next